All right, welcome everybody to another episode of the Channel 135 podcast. This is the show we talk about our favorite things in life, movies, TV series, and pop culture. I'm your host, Cams, and I'm here with also straight out of Ranui. Eric, what's up, bro?
What's up, man? How you been?
Oh, just not so glad it's Monday,
Yeah,
but
me too.
glad the day's over and counting down to Christmas, bro.
Yeah, it's getting pretty close now, eh?
Mm.
Can always tell with this hot weather too. Wow, it's been really warm.
Yeah, bro. So, man, glad you're back, man. We're back, and we are here to talk about the TV series on Apple TV called Pluribus. We're gonna break down episode 4 that dropped last Friday. Please, Carol, it's called.
I was waiting for this episode. I was like, what are we gonna get?
Yeah, because every episode, you want to know what happens next day, because it always ends with something that carries on. Like ask questions, ask even more
More questions.
more questions, and we want to find out. So every episode is like important, but yeah, we'll touch on we'll talk about everything that we've experienced with episode 4. But right now, man, I just want to do a little bit of a Channel 135 recommends. So I know you haven't been watching much during the week besides the Tulsa King and Pluribus, I guess. And
Yeah.
we watched we did a review on the Running Man, and we're gonna do Running Man 1987. We'll jam that on the late returns film review. But for me, I watched a few things. I watched the movie in the weekend. I watched the Keanu Reeves, Seth Rogan, and Aziz movie called Good Fortune. It's a comedy.
Yeah.
It's quite funny. It's quite fun. It was funny because I was flicking through Plex and I saw it there and I was like, oh, well, is it going to be a waste of time? Is it going to be not funny at all? And so I just clicked on it and started watching. It was okay. It was okay. I could watch the whole thing. It's actually funny. It's it's the story about a poor guy, Aziz. He can't find any work. So he's qualified to be like a video editor, but he can't find work in his profession, so he has to do these small jobs like work at a Mitre 10 place. And he lives in his car. He sleeps in his car, and he goes to the gym where he showers and brushes his teeth. And he's not. It's in LA, right? And he does these little odd jobs. Like he's got this job. You know how we have Uber, and the Uber car.
Yeah.
But there's a such thing as like someone that does errands. You call it errand.
Oh, okay. Yep. Gotcha.
So it's in LA, and in LA, there's these cafes, right? These cafes all around the place in LA, and they might sell like special bagels or donuts, and they get real popular sometimes, and sometimes there's long lines. So there's long lines at these places. Well, his errand is to go stand in line for someone else.
True.
So it's that kind of stuff. And then he comes across Seth Rogan, he's this rich dude, and he owns a tech company, and they're going into AI. He's rich and all that, and he hires Aziz to come over to tidy up his garage. It's like an odd job. Seth Rogan mentions that he's just recently got rid of his assistant or fired his assistant, and Aziz is there and he says, "Oh, I need a job. Do you want me to? Can I be your assistant? Why don't you hire me?" And Seth Rogan goes, "Okay, sweet." Then he hires him, right? Who's watching over him? But an angel. And Angel is played by Keanu Reeves, and he comes down and helps him by swapping lives. He swaps Aziz's life with Seth Rogen, and Seth Rogen into Aziz. So Seth Rogen's a rich guy. He has a taste of what it's like to be poor and struggling, and Aziz has a taste of what's it like to be rich. It's kind of obvious the moral of the story because you hear it all the time. But I think it's lighthearted. It's a lighthearted story because Aziz is funny. He's funny when he's acting. Keanu Reeves is funny too because he's a serious kind of angel, but he has to fix the problem. He wasn't supposed to do what he did, swap their lives around, and he gets in trouble. He gets in trouble from the other angels because they're like, man, you can't do that. You gotta fix everything. And if you don't fix it, you're gonna be human. Keanu Reeves sees the angel turns human, and he gets to feel what it's like to be human.
Yeah. Wow.
So in the end of the day, you got these three characters
They go get a taste.
who get a taste of living a different life, living a different status.
Yeah.
And they find out that it's not what it's cracked up to be, right? Or Aziz, he realizes that just because you're rich, you got other problems. You know, you don't have the problems you used to have.
Yeah,
When
more.
you're poor, you got different kind of problems. Right?
Yeah.
And with Seth Rogan, he comes back and he learns that his workers that work for him are getting small money. They can't survive. He doesn't understand until he lives that life. That's what the movie's trying to say. So that's the whole moral of the story, and it's like it's fun. It's fun. I think it's not too preachy without being preachy. I mean,
Yeah.
you get it. You get the moral of the story, and you get what's happening, and they explain it. But it's okay because it's funny.
Oh,
You actually like these characters because even though Seth Rogen's a rich guy, he's not an asshole. But you get where he's coming from, and you get where Aziz is coming from too, and you get where Keanu Reeves is coming from, even though he's an angel. It's a fun film with a good message, and yeah, it just reflects on the cost of living. It's got all that. So yeah, I probably explained too many and spoiled it, but but man, that's good fortune. Yeah, I give it out of 10. I give it a good solid 6 out of 10.
yeah. I've been looking at that in the Plex menu, and I was like, should I watch it? But I did watch something in the weekend. I think because my daughter did it for homework during the week. AI, the old Steven Spielberg movie, Artificial Intelligence.
Yeah.
So I rewatched that. I think it was on Saturday. Well, it was good to see that movie again, especially after seeing it for so long.
That's the little boy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the has the whole Pinocchio story, and AI, artificial intelligence, wanting to be a real boy. Quite a sad ending, but cool story. Awesome story.
You haven't seen it in a while either.
Yeah. I might go check out that Good Fortune. It sounds like a funny movie.
Yeah, it is funny. It's fun. It's not stink and it's not great. It's just good. It's good. It's watchable, you know? It's watchable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You don't get too much out of it, but it's enjoyable.
yeah.
That's what I would say.
It's not too hardcore with Seth Rogen's input, eh? Because you know, sometimes his sense of humor is like, whoa. It's out there.
No, yeah, it's a good watch if you've got nothing to do. Good fortune. I know Landman episode 2, season 2 came out today, so watch that after this.
Yeah, I saw the first episode.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling it so far. It's like
it's not too bad. It's I guess it's it lets us know what the characters have been up since season 1. But apart from that, there's some things about it I don't like.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of annoyed with his wife. That character,
Angela and Ansley.
Yeah, the daughter.
I cringe every time, especially when they're by themselves. If they're not interacting with the other characters, when they're on their own, I cringe every time I watch their scenes. I don't know it's like a teenager director was making those scenes.
Yeah,
like a horny ass teenager director. And then you go back to the normal land that you're used to, like, oh, okay, sophisticated conversations and all that shit. And you go back to Angela and Ansley, because man. Yeah, well, I'll talk about it if we get a chance to talk about it on the podcast.
Yeah, they're a bit too much, those two characters now.
Yeah.
But I know the dynamics have changed, so he's now president of the oil company now.
Yeah, the stakes are higher, right?
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's Landman. Episode 1 didn't impress me much. It just tied up last episode and last season.
Yeah, it's like, this is what's happening with these guys.
Yeah, and nothing else. Nothing else after that, eh? So, yeah, hopefully it gets better. Hopefully there's a story, because there's no story yet, eh? It's just
Is it going to be another Tulsa King? Or
it's like an
could it
epilogue
be?
to season 1.
Yeah.
It's like episode season 1. I watched Tulsa King, man, and bro, I was disappointed.
Yeah, well, we already
But,
did that one.
The finale. I watched the finale. Did you see the finale?
No, I haven't. Oh, is it that bad?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But I think we should move on to Pluribus because we're talking about some boring stuff. Yeah, man. Pluribus.
Yo.
One of the best shows so far, man, on 2025, I reckon.
Yep,
episode 4. And it's still going good.
It's still...
Episode 4.
Fuck, it's mean.
But before we do the spoiler alert, we'll just talk about what you thought about the episode. Now, for me, it's a great show. It's a great show. I think 1 to 4, it's been great. I think 4 is the weakest. This episode was the weakest episode out of all of them so far. If you know what I mean, like it is good. It's still good. It's a good show. I think this episode in particular was, for me, sort of like a loose ends kind of episode and a bridge episode. A bridge to the next episode, because I think this episode deals with explaining a bit that happened in episode 2, particularly when Carol was on the phone to one of the people that are immune and what was the place?
Oh,
Paraguay.
Paraguay.
In Paraguay. So we got sort of like a flashback scene. We got to explain that one. And then the rest of the episode, it's not like nothing much happened. It just felt like, okay, it's sort of part 1 of what I expected it to show us, right? Because if you remember last episode, when she was sitting down in the hospital with the courier driver who knows all about to do the surgery and all that, asking him for an atom bomb and all that, she realized that she can ask for anything, right?
Yeah.
So she was thinking something before we went to the credits. So I was hoping that this episode will explain what she was thinking.
Yeah.
Like if they would tell her anything, what would she do to take advantage of that? Right? So she does something in this episode, but we don't see all of the result. We just see part of it, right?
Yeah.
And then off the back of that, like the beginning, like I said, just introduces us to a new character, sort of ties up a loose end of a flashback that happened in episode 2. So really I thought that this episode was sort of like just a bridge episode. It was just to clear up some stuff that happened previously and to move things along without moving things along, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I thought because of that, it was, out of the 4 episodes we got so far, this was the weakest one. How about you?
I found it interesting. Yeah, like the beginning part we were introduced to Mana Uso, the other guy in Paraguay. Yeah, I found it really interesting because it kind of showed us what Carol was thinking, like you were saying. And I didn't know what was going on until, when she actually got her plan into effect. So it was this whole guessing game of, what is she actually trying to do? And then, what is all this? So that I found it more interesting like that for me. I was just like trying to figure out, because I didn't know what she was doing. I didn't know what she had up her sleeve, but I knew that she was trying, and you could tell she was trying to figure it out in her own way. So I thought that was cool. I actually think that this episode, for me, was probably, I reckon it's still hitting above 8 and 9 out of 10 for me. And I think this probably roughly the same. I mean, the other earlier episodes are definitely better, but yeah. No, I reckon it's just as good for me, this episode. I found it really good.
It's one of those episodes that it wasn't long enough. It's long enough to tease you. And it's like, but, now I'm really want to know what's going on, like what happens, because we end the ending with a climax, right? So
yeah,
now episode 5 is going to come. I definitely want to see what goes on there.
Yeah, I think that was done on purpose, just to make the audience like, anticipate for episode 5.
Yeah.
Because I'm in that mode where like, oh yeah, I can't wait for episode 5 though.
Sweet, man. We're gonna spoil this now. So if you haven't watched Pluribus episode 4, stop this podcast right now. Go back. Go to Apple Plus, Apple TV, and watch Pluribus episode 4, and then come back and listen to us break it down. We're gonna do the Channel 135 episode recap.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Alright. Episode 4, Please Carol, directed by Venta Fuentes, written by Alison Tacklock. In the flashback, Manusos, living in a storage facility office in Paraguay, refuses help from the others. He ransacks the lockers for food when he receives Carol's call. In the present, Carol returns home from the hospital and starts to compile a list of facts she has learned about the others. Determining they cannot lie, Carol goes to Zosha at the hospital to ask if the joining is reversible, but the hive mind refuses to answer. Carol secretly takes vials of sodium thiopentol and tests its effectiveness as a truth serum at home, revealing to herself that she is sexually attracted to Zosha. Back at the hospital, Carol takes Zosha for a walk outside the hospital, injecting the serum into her IV bag. When Zosha starts to lose clarity, Carol tries to probe the answer from her about reversing the joining. Zosha struggles to speak and several others arrive to surround him. Zosha collapses from cardiac arrest, with members of the hive mind coming in to try to revive her. And that was your episode, Channel 135 episode recap.
Nice.
Yeah, man, that's a short recap because it was a short episode.
It looks like the episodes are getting shorter too, but if you look at the time.
Oh, shit. Is that a good thing or bad thing? Anyway.
I don't know.
Anyway. Yeah, man, like we were saying, man, this episode to me felt like a bridge episode with hardly anything in, but things in to make you cling on, to make you anticipate the next episode. So yeah, we go into that flashback scene and we go to Paraguay where we see Manusos, and I figured that was the guy that Carol called on the phone in the airplane.
Yeah,
and he swore to her, and then she swore back. But I did not know. And you're right. He seems like a guy that's like Carol.
Oh, no.
Doesn't like the others. He's isolated.
Like, he wouldn't even, like, talk to them. At least Carol's talking to them. He won't.
Yes, so...
He's just like, nah, fuck off.
But what does that tell you? He's a guy that does a better job than Carol if you don't want to associate yourselves with the others. Right?
Yeah.
Of the hive. So we think Carol's a bitch because of how she is, like, or we think she's tough because she's sticking to her guns. She's the type that she doesn't want any part of the others. She wants to reverse it. Obviously, she's trying to find a way. She wants to contact all these people to get people on her side. She failed with those other ones that didn't want to be on her side. Remember?
Yeah.
And so the last resort was this guy, and she thought it was like similar because he was isolated. He doesn't want to come to the meetings or anything. So she probably thought in her mind, oh, maybe this guy will be on my side. When she got abused on the phone, she got angry and abused him back, right? But I didn't take notice of that until we see the scene. Which this scene is important because we see his perspective on the other side of the telephone, and it made sense when you see his facial expression when
she swore back.
When Carol swore back at him. He's shocked, but he's shocked in the way. Hang on, this person is not the others because they want to do that.
Yeah,
right. Because he's being hostile to them, and there's a person on the phone. And he thought it was the others because he goes, "Can you leave me alone?" or something like that. Like,
yeah, don't bother me.
Yeah, don't bother me. And when she swears back, he's shocked because wait, this is a real person. So maybe I don't know if he thinks he's the only one around the world, or if they told him that he's not. But he realizes that a normal person, not affected by it, is trying to contact him. So we don't know if he wants to contact back or, have a conversation.
Well, he takes the time to write her name down. So I think he's looking at probably linking. If she contacts him again, he might actually answer her.
Mm-hmm. But what was he doing? He's writing numbers down. He was doing the dial on the radio thing.
I think he's looking for other people like him. That's what I was gathering. And it looks like he's checking every radio station, or
Yeah, not sure.
I don't know. I don't know if it's radio.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what he was doing.
Because it looks like he's trying to figure out who's who and who's not.
Mm.
Who's infected and who's not infected.
Mm.
And I think this Carol's probably his first glimpse of hope.
So what was interesting to me about that was his environment, him as a person, and what he chooses to do with his life, right? So it looks like he's really isolated. He's covered the windows with cardboard. He's locked himself in, sort of thing, and he's got no food, right? He's got no food, and like he even like licks the can, and that's in the rubbish bin because there's a fly there, eh? The flies around the rubbish bin. So he sees the flies. Oh, there must be still some food there because of the flies there. So it goes and licks the can. I was like, what?
The bird.
So this is an extreme version of what Carol's doing, right? So this, in a way, this guy, if you think Carol's like
a
badass for doing what she's doing, this guy's on another level. This guy's saying, "Fuck, Carol's nothing, man. Look at this. Look at what I'm doing." You know,
licking cans, bro. I'm licking cans.
Licking cans. I'm not even eating the food. Like, yeah, the food comes in the car, and the girl puts it down, and he tips it over.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's kind of similar thing.
He'd rather eat the dog food. Fuck.
That's what I was like, bro. Just eat the fruit. I was like, shit. But then again, Carol did the same sort of thing, but she cooked her own food. But I was like, oh man, crazy.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, what are your thoughts of that guy?
Yeah, I think I reckon he's toughy, and he's gonna be one of those ones where he's like, nah, I don't want to do this because if the hive mind has anything to do with whatever they're gonna do, he will refuse, and I think he'll be just as bad as Carol, and I think Carol will see that very quickly once they meet. So yeah, I reckon he'll be a tough hombre, to convince. So yeah, I think the hive mind might have a bit of a challenge with that guy.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens if Carol meets up with him, or they contact each other, or stuff like that.
Yeah,
but yeah, man. But he seems like a guy that he's made up his mind, and this is how he chooses to live.
To eat dog food. Yeah, he's definitely made up his mind.
Shit. Okay, and
gross.
Yeah. So it's interesting because they got this actor to play that guy, right? But he's Colombian.
Oh.
And he was worried because he can't do a Paraguay accent. Apparently, it's a real particular accent.
Oh, okay.
And so he said, "Nah, I can't play the role because I'm not from Paraguay. I can't do the accent." But so they said, "Nah, it's all right. Just be a Colombian living in Paraguay." so he goes, "Oh, I sure?" And they go, "Yeah, don't worry about it. I know you're in Paraguay, but just be a Colombian living there. So make sure we put some Colombian things in your room so people can recognize."
Yeah, he's Colombian living in Paraguay.
Yeah.
It looks like he's staying in a storage facility, because like how he opened up those lockers or whatever, those compartments, the storage rooms. Where he got the dog food. It's like, oh shit. Tough, bro, tough.
Tough, yeah, man. Okay, then next we go to Carol, and she's grabbing a car and it's all wrecked. So she grabs a police car.
Yeah, that's right, her car's effed up. She ends up with the police car. Fuck, it was a good decent car too.
And she goes home and they're cleaning up her house there because of the grenade. And she goes, "What the fuck are you guys doing here?" And then she has this whiteboard in her house. I guess because she writes novels. She brainstorms on that whiteboard,
Yeah.
So she can write a book. So she's using that whiteboard to put down notes on what she's learned about the others or the hive.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much what we know, right? So they can't lie. They're really honest and they can't lie. She grabs... It's funny because You know she goes when they were cleaning up her house. She
Yeah.
was like, "Oh my gosh, Mr. Mayor,
Yeah.
the mayor
At
of,"
her house.
and he goes,
Yes,
"Thank you for your vote."
Yeah.
So apparently that's the real mayor of Albuquerque.
Oh, true.
Yeah,
Like in real life or just
in real
their-
life. Yeah,
Oh,
he
shit.
played the part. Yeah, so they got the
Holy
mayor to
shit.
come and play that part. So she asked one of them to come and have a chat, and I think this is what you were thinking about, eh? What was she thinking about last episode when she was thinking, well, I can ask for anything and they'll give it to me. So she's asking questions today, dude. What Helen thinks about her book, right? Is
Yeah.
it just a test, or does she really want to know?
Probably a bit of both. I guess she wants to know what Helen did actually think of her books. And also, I think she was trying to probe it whether they
We'll
have
tell the
any
truth.
kind of individuality. Because if you hate something, you'll say you hate it. But these guys like everything. No matter what Carol writes or whatever she does, it's okay. They like it. So I think she was probing at that as well. Because they found it hard to answer her questions, especially if it was based on Helen about her books and that. Because if Helen didn't like it, and how are they going to say that? And they go, oh, so they have a thing for saying something negative that could hurt somebody else, and they don't want to hurt her in that kind of way, which is weird.
But they still did. They still told her the truth. So
Yeah, they can't tell her the truth.
So what I got out of it was that she was trying to figure out if they would be honest.
Yeah,
That's why she brought up Helen. And
Yeah.
what does Helen really think about my books? Because when you ask someone, you're gonna lie to that person all the time, eh? You don't want to
Yeah.
hurt their feelings. You're gonna say, "No, it was good. It was good," but really, it was
Yeah.
sucked, eh? You don't want to tell them straight up, eh?
Yeah, it was all right. I just read the first 3 pages.
Yeah. So that's why she writes on the board. Like she writes real honest, and then she writes can't lie,
Yeah,
can't lie, awkwardly honest or something like that. And then she has because she wants to know the real answer, right? If these guys can have to answer my question or give me anything I want to know if it's reversible. The whole thing is reversible.
yes, yeah,
So because she tested that guy about telling the truth about what her books are like, what Helen's thought of her books, like okay, so they can hurt your feelings by telling the truth, right?
Yeah.
So then that's why she goes back to the hospital, goes see Zosha to ask her if they can reverse it. Now the thing is, Zosha doesn't answer her, but that means yes, they can,
yeah. Of
right?
course.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, that's
So-
a dead giveaway. You could have said anything else, but if you didn't say anything, the hive mind actually got tricked that way. Yeah, like they could have just said anything just to make Carol, go around the merry-go-round kind of thing. That kind of analogy. But yeah,
But they can't.
they can't lie.
They can't lie. So, yeah, she actually tricked her. So, because she got that answer, she has a plan to get it out of her because she knows they can't say it. They can't say that, but they can say anything else, but not that. So
Yeah.
she needs them to say what it is. So she thinks about a truth serum, right? So she looks in the
That's
lab.
That's the part I didn't get. Like I was like, what is she doing with these drugs?
Oh, it's a truth serum. So
Yeah.
she goes to the lab, she looks it up, sees what to get, and she gets it. And it's funny because she needs a needle. So she tells the guy, the scientist comes in and goes, "Oh, hi, Carol. Do you need any help?" And because she got everything except for the needle, right? So she goes, "Yeah, I'll need a heroin and needle and heroin." And then he goes, "Oh, you can get your heroin, but it's like heroin, but it's like 5 miles away. It'll take some time." So she gets all that, but she's just being sarcastic, eh?
Yeah.
She just wants the needle. She just threw in heroin. Then she dumps the heroin down in the toilet, right?
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh. I knew she wasn't going to take the heroin. But yeah, you're right. She was just after the needle. Try the truth serum.
And then she tries it on herself, and she records it. And it's well done, It's well done. The thing what I like about Vince Gilligan, and he does it all the time on Breaking Bad, there's like a plan, but you're never told the plan in the beginning.
Yeah.
You just see it played out. You just see it being played out, and you got to figure it out.
And it's up to you when...
You have to figure out what they're doing.
Yeah.
You don't really know what the plan is. You're actually watching the plan go ahead, and you still don't even know until the last sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
And Vince Gilligan always does this. He does this in Better Call Saul. He does this in Breaking Bad. He's the master at doing this kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, well, it worked on me because I didn't know what Carol was up to until she dosed also with Trucer. Then I was like, oh, okay, I got you.
yeah, exactly. So, but it was interesting how they shot this scene, because she injects herself, she sits in front of the camera, and then the music goes high, up, and then ding, it's at nighttime and she's asleep, right? And then she goes back to the camera to see what she's playing, and then we can see what happened there. And she's as shocked as we are, because I don't know what that serum does, but probably you get out of it, You're out of it. And she's fast forwarding herself, and she can't believe the stuff that she's saying. She probably can't remember any of that kind of stuff, What she did,
It's a blackout.
But then there's the thing when she's like agreeing with herself, saying Sosha is a bitch. She's like, thinks she's all that, blah blah blah. And then at the end, she's saying all this bad stuff about her. And then at the end of that rant, she goes, Sosha, why are you so fuckable?
Yeah. Why did I make her so fuckable? I was like, what? Do I really think that? And then she's like, fast forwarding. I thought that was quick up that scene.
Yeah. So, obviously, the truth serum works because she's telling the truth. Like, that's her truth, right? She was a fucker.
Oh, shit.
And then she flushes the thing down the toilet there. The camera, the SD card.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, I was wondering about that. So there's no, they don't know.
So it's funny because we know she's a lesbian. Zosha's actually Chagan. And it's funny because you're interested, because if she's lesbian, how does she feel about her? Like, is she sexually attracted to her?
That's why.
But she is.
That's why the hive mind chose her, because she looks like her character. Reading about, she grabs a book and she's looking at her character on the book, and she's looking at her, and it's like, fuck, it's the same person. It's like, what the fuck? The hive mind did that on purpose.
Yeah.
I was like, shit.
And that's why they got her from all the way from Morocco in episode 2, remember?
Yeah.
She was cleaning up the bodies, and then they told her,
jumped on the plane.
You have to go back to America and be this person for Carol.
Yeah, so we can kind of soothe her to being part of the hive mind.
Yeah, exactly. And you know how I said Vince Gilligan's good at showing us the plan, but not telling us what the plan is?
Yeah.
See, now we get it, what that whole scene was about. With Carol in those homeless gears,
Yes.
And then she jumps on the plane, flies to America, and she gets tidied up.
Oh, Zozia.
And it's like, shit. Now I get it. Now I know why. So, 4 episodes in, and we understand why episode 2 happens.
Yeah.
And that's great writing, man. That's great writing. And that's what I love about Vince Gilligan and Breaking Bad. Is this kind of level of writing. It's like a puzzle that makes sense at the end.
Yeah. It has a plan, but you don't know the plan until the end, kind of scenario, which I enjoy. I rather prefer that than some directors giving you the script on a silver platter, and then it's just easy coasting from to the end of the movie or series or whatever. So I prefer this kind of writing. It's really gets you really engaged in the TV series.
It's clever, and it does. It gets you really engaged, and it's just fun. It's just fun to. It's just fun to figure stuff out, and then when at the end, like you said, like we said, like at the end when you finally understand what the plan was about, you're oh shit, no wonder.
You just kind of get an answer at the end, but it kind of misfires in a way.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, and it's kind of freaking her out too.
So she manages to see Zosha again. She pumps her IV full of that truth serum. Takes her for a walk outside. And when she starts slurring her words, that's the opportunity for her to ask the question, hey, is this reversible? Is this reversible?
Yeah.
So what were you thinking in that moment?
Shit, I was hoping that she'll just say it, but she didn't. She actually fought it with everything she had, the hive mind. And as soon as those people started walking towards Carol, and I was like, oh, she's called for help. It's like, fuck. I need to have some kind of influence on Carol by the time they got there. I didn't expect all those people to turn up, but it does make sense. But the other interesting thing is, like, for her not to tell her when she was asked that question, it actually caused a lot of trouble in her, because she ended up going into cardiac arrest or some shit. So I was like, oh, okay. So there's a downside if they don't say anything. It's like, oh, it fucks up their system.
So, out of everything they can do for Carol, Carol can ask for anything except for that. That was the only question that things fall apart when that question is reversible. Like, and that says a lot, eh?
Oh,
and what for those other Hive members that come over and say, please, Carol, please, Carol, please, Carol? Like, don't ask the question, eh? We want to tell you, but we can't.
Yeah, she's gonna die, Carol. Shit.
So Carol's excited that there is a cure, or there is a way to make things go back to normal.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think she's battling her feelings, because even though she's always, she's not really kind to Zosha.
Yeah, she's a biatch, bro.
Yeah, I think, now we know that she's fuckable. But I think deep down, right, she's spent all this time with her, that there's a connection at least.
Yeah.
So she doesn't want her to die. So I think
there's a connection with the hive mind too with Carol as well. Or with that particular individual. If that is an individual.
Mm-hmm.
No, we can't say that. It might be just a hive mind.
Yeah, so a lot more questions now. I don't know what's gonna happen. This episode was short. Gave us little, but gave us more questions. And I'm excited. I'm still excited for episode 5, man. I just hope. I hope it doesn't do the same thing. Give us a little bit more. Give us a little bit more answers.
It might actually do that. Probably the next episode or so. I'm not too sure, because even I myself didn't even know where these episodes are going. So that's even exciting in itself.
Yeah,
so, I know it might happen, but you can't be 100% sure until you see the episode.
Yeah. Well, so what do you think is going to happen?
I think Carol's going to go back to the blackboard. She might try and revise her notes on the hive mind, see where that's going. I don't know if her and Manoso will link up later. But I don't know if they will be linking up in that episode or the next. It's hard to tell. But I think the next episode will be just a lot of what we've seen in this episode, where Carol's trying to figure out what's happening, what questions and answers she's got from the last episode with the hive mind, and her just trying to, try and get some notes down and some answers, or see how she can reverse the joining. And then, I think that's all we're going to see in the next episode. I'm not sure. We might see some new characters. I don't know. But yeah. What about you? Don't forget to turn on your mic.
Oh, I think Carol's going to do anything to find that answer.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think her connection with Zosha might be an obstacle. Because why would she say fuckable? why she's fuckable. If not to introduce some feelings towards her, that I'm not saying that it will be the same as her feelings towards Helen, but that's the only sort of companion she has, really.
Yeah.
That's the only conversation she's had. The most of post the events, Pluribus events. So there's always going to be a connection there, no matter what it is. You know, they had a drink with each other. She saved her life through the grenade outside.
Yeah.
So it's that sort of thing. So yeah, I think that might be a problem for Carol. I think she'll develop feelings there. It looks like, and that might be a problem. But she still wants to find the answer. She knows there's an answer. She might not get it, but she'll try to find another way around to get it. She might have to hook up with that dude, the Colombian dude in Paraguay.
Yeah.
Um,
He'll definitely be this. He'll be the one that'll be like, not kill them all kind of style, say. But she'll be like, oh, what about Sosa? Can we keep her alive? Can she keep her brain? It's gonna be one of those ones.
Now they've just renewed season 2, so wonder what that.
Hey?
Yeah, this is gonna be a season 2 now. I heard
Oh,
they
yeah, of
renewed
course.
it for season 2, so yeah, we'll see where that goes. But yeah, man, shall we get into who won the episode?
Ooh.
I'm gonna go for who won the episode. I'm gonna go for Carol. She
Carol?
found out something really important. She found out that the hive is reversible, or might be
Yeah.
reversible, or closer to being reversible. You know, she's got her hopes now. So, yeah, I think she won. I think she won the episode just for the fact that she learned something interesting.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. That is a big part of the episode where she figures that out. I would have, if I wanted to be different, I'll probably say the Colombian dude, just for the fact that, oh shit, he's just like Carol, and he eats dog food. All
He
his
can
kids.
survive.
He can survive. He can survive on toothpicks and jam.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what he gets up to if they show any more of this guy in Paraguay. So it'll be interesting how he gets from there to the States or vice versa to see Carol, because man, he wrote her name down, so there's something there in that. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think for him, he's got a lot of character and he's got a lot of integrity, because
Yes, yeah,
he
that's
doesn't
the
want to join anything. We see he knows it's all bad. He wants everything back to normal. He doesn't trust anybody now, and he's gonna survive no matter what he got. He's got lack of resources. He doesn't want any of the resources that the hive is offering. He's got what he's got in his own environment where he is. He's got the storage stuff. He's gonna live off that, and he's made the decision. He's isolated, and that's what he's gonna do. If he has to eat dog food, he's gonna eat dog food. So, yeah, man. I think on that note, his integrity and just his survival, I guess. Who lost the episode for you?
Oh, it's pretty solid, eh? Oh, maybe Jerry. I think Jerry, the guy that Carol asked to come inside, because he's probably the only other character that's on the show. Nah, I think Jerry did all right. No, it was all characters pretty odd. Yeah, no, I can't think of any one right now. I was thinking of the hive mind, but how do you? Nah, you can't. There's so many. Yeah, nah, I don't have anybody, bro. I draw a blank on that one. Do you have anybody in mind?
Yeah, I had Zoja. Just the fact that she had cardiac arrest. So she's having a bad time in this series. Like, she nearly got blown up. Now she's having a heart attack. So this is another cross in her thing. But I think other than Zoja, I think she lost the episode. But I think other than her, maybe the mayor, because he wasn't picked to come and talk to her. She said, "No, I don't want any politics."
Yeah, that was funny.
You and the bike pants.
Yeah.
I want you. You come.
Yeah, I was looking at that because Jerry was picked. Yeah, that's funny. Well, quick up these actual mail. Damn.
Mayor of Albuquerque. Albuquerque is on Breaking Bad too. That's the place in Breaking Bad and Better Call
Yeah.
Saul. It's based
But
on so
The director must live there.
or something. Sweet man, that's us. That's thanks man for jumping on channel 135. Talk about Pluribus. Really good
Much
show.
appreciated.
Can't wait for episode 5. Will come on this Friday. And man, we'll break it down for you guys next week after we watch Friday's episode. So what's coming up next? We got the finale of Tulsa King. We got that this week, and we'll try to do I think we'll do the Running Man 1987 on the late returns film review.
Yep.
This week too. So me and Eric will be on there, and I'll try to get some of the boys if they're keen to jump onto.
Yep.
All right, bro. That's us, man. Thanks for jumping
Sweet.
on. Have a good week, man.
You too, man.
Fuck.
Fuck.